Yo, man, what's good? This is Say Grind from SoRaps.com, and I got everybody's favorite choice around, Taylor Gang or Die, Chevy Woods.
Yeah, what up, man?
It's good.
Good. How you doing?
Yeah, doing alright, man. So, I know you got a big record right out, 30 Deep. Could you tell us a little bit about that? What made you write a song like 30 Deep?
I actually sat in the studio with Wiz, and we was trying to create something just to turn over a new leaf instead of it always being mixtapes. So we got the beat from my homie Big Germ from Pittsburgh, and it was the first time I'm really telling somebody this. It was actually a song that Wiz had created already, and a couple people in LA, my management company, just felt that it fit me more than it fit what he's talking about. And we sat in the studio for hours just trying to come up with the right wording for me, because he had some words on it at first that it was cool, you know what I mean, but we just changed some things up. So we sat in the studio hours. I flew back to Pittsburgh, did the radio version, and that's normally how we move when we at events or anywhere we're at, usually 30.
What's the theme or message in the upcoming project that you have in the works? Like, do you have a theme or message that you already have behind it? Or?
Yeah, I mean, my thing is I'm big on story, you know what I mean? So for me right now, like, I've been holding my real story back, you know, and not giving everybody, you know, me. And now I just think it's at a point where I can actually express myself and, you know, how I feel about things and what I went through and, you know, trials and tribulations and, you know, losing family members and gangs and like all of that stuff, and being able to come up out of that and actually create something positive for people in the neighborhood to see is a big thing for me. And it's, you know, it makes my mom happy as well.
Right.
You know,
that's the best thing.
That excites me that she, you know, she's checking for what I'm doing. She's texting me, telling me good interview, and she's watching videos, and so, you know, just to have that in my pocket is cool.
Cool. So what would you say in the past influenced you to become a recording artist?
The streets. It's like everything with me is like, even if it's negative or positive, it's based off of, you know, what went on in my past life. And, you know, I talk about a lot of things that's going on now, but I just think the story is important to build for people from the bottom up, from the ground up, because, you know, they say, yeah, he's with his hype man or he's with his homeboy. You know what I mean? And it's much more than that, and he'll tell you the same thing, that it's much more than that.
Shit, man. So I hear Taylor Gang or Die all over, but what are some things besides Taylor Gang you would die for?
Family. A lot of people say respect, but people are going to disrespect or respect you. You know, right? It's going to come hand in hand. So you can't just run around and say, oh yeah, this person disrespected me, I want to do something to them, or this person. So just like the respect, my family, money, of course. You know, I'm not gonna let nobody. I'm not gonna, you know, die trying to get it. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna let nobody do something to mess up my income.
Yeah,
you know
right,
what I mean?
man.
So money and respect and family. My homies around. I like to invite new people into the studio too that, you know, maybe I have met at the studio, just so I can, you know, push some buttons and let them hear what I got going on, and maybe, you know, bounce some ideas, because with music it's worldly, you know what I mean? It's not just I need to be around the Taylor Gang family to create Taylor Gang music.
Yeah.
You know, I want to give the sound to other people as they give, you know, me production and stuff like that, and you just bring the Taylor Gang aura to everything that I do.
Right, yeah, so I know that relates a lot to traveling, because, I mean, you've traveled all over the world yourself. What are some places that you've traveled to, as far as, you know, with the touring and all? You know,
Beirut, Dubai, Brazil, Switzerland, Denmark, Germany, Paris, all of those places.
So do you have any, like, crazy overseas experiences that you can tell us, like a story or anything?
In Dubai, it was something different that they do with the way they drink champagne. They take if you have a VIP, like a booth, they take all the bottles of champagne, and it's kind of nasty too. They pour them all in like a big bowl, and they take your head and like, and you just drink as much as you can. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yo, that's pretty, you know, foul. You know what I mean? But I mean, when I'm with my homies, like, we smoke joints and stuff together, so it's not like, you know, dude, your lips is blah, 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 blah. Like, I'm not, when I'm with my homies, I ain't gonna worry talking about that. So we was just like boop boop boop, just drinking. So that was crazy.
Yeah, man, exactly, man. So, as far as, what exactly, touring solo, I've heard lately that you're touring solo. So, what message do you think that's gonna give to your fans?
I think it's about help them separate me, from Wiz, and
Exactly.
from Juicy, and from Ty, just from the whole, Taylor Gang situation as a solo artist. Still sign to Taylor Gang, still sign to Wiz. Everything's all love. I don't want people to think that me going out and doing things on my own is like separation in a negative way.
Right.
It's in a positive way. It just means that I'm growing,
Exactly.
as an artist, and the people over at Taylor Gang, like Will and everybody, they respect that. So
Right.
when I ask for something or I ask to do something, they do it.
Yeah, that's what I was telling Bernard. I said, I see the individuality and the family in Taylor Gang. It's so crazy. Nothing like that has been done before.
Right.
So, what makes you strive more as an artist? With all this success that that you're seeing every day, you're seeing things pick up rapidly.
Mm-hmm.
What makes you strive?
Still at it at 110%. So when you look at him, as a role model, it's just like, how could you give up? How could you quit? How could you not give 110%?
Word.
Because he's still doing the same thing, that he did to get here.
Right.
He's still, doing the organic things, still interacting with the fans, still touching the people, still touring, still doing interviews, photo shoots for 5-6 hours, and sometimes on your body and mind, that could get like, it could be a wear and tear, but you just gotta fight through it. And I've seen him fight through a lot of things, so that I think it trickled down to all the artists.
Yeah, man. I definitely believe that growth and recreation are essential in hip hop, and
Right.
you guys stay at it. You guys stay growing, stay being innovative. So how satisfied are you up to this point?
I'm satisfied with things that are going on now, but we want to make them a lot bigger. You know what I mean? People are paying a lot more attention now, I think. I said in another interview after the set a tone for what's going on now. They're like, okay, cool. These are bars. This is what we needed. And this is what we.
Chevy Woods, also, could you give us some more insight on the tour that you have coming up? Who's on the tour? What cities are you going to?
The tour is the By Any Means tour. Me and Kevin Gates. It starts July 15th in Houston. We got 5 days in Texas.
That's all over.
Doing the South, West Coast, East Coast, Midwest. I think we're even going to like Iowa. You know what I mean? So it's just it expand. The fan base expanded, as you can see. If we're going to somewhere like that. You know what I mean? I've been there before, but just for me to be able to go there and perform in front of people that maybe are not interested or trying to find out what I'm doing. And me and Kevin Gates have like mutual friends, so it was necessary for me to actually meet him and chop it up and just see where he's at with it. See what he thinks, get some ideas from him, and he's smart as hell.
Right.
To do a tour like this with just me and him, I think is big for me because Wiz has the tour, the Under the Influence tour coming up with a slew of artists that have record deals.
Yeah.
And I don't think it would have been beneficial for me to be opening up on that tour and it'd be 500-600 people in the crowd, and it's still daytime.
Better to have your own spotlight.
Exactly. And just being with us two going on tour, me and Kevin Gates, I think it spotlights both of us. No matter who performs last, they get to see the main acts.
Right. Yeah, no, that's definitely something that I've seen. Kevin Gates is a great artist himself. He has a lot of records. It's because not too many people might know.
It's good. Not too many people do know, you know what I mean? They just think that.
What you know about buying champagne just poured out?
Always tweet me and say, I didn't know that you were Canada. But I'm like, yo, the pictures and everything is like basically the same. My face didn't change or anything. But I changed it in Lawrence, Kansas, and I got a good response. So that day, I changed it that day. Whole new Twitter and everything. And another thing, my Kev the Hustler, Twitter got hacked also. So it was like hand in hand. It was like, did with that, on with the new.
Yeah. that was definitely a sign. You know,
Right.
look at where you're at right now. You know, progression, and you know, a lot of success is gonna.
All my niggas, rich nigga. Yeah, I got it out the mud, my nigga. 30 deep, hopping out. All my niggas. If a nigga want drama, I ain't never gotta call my niggas. Pussy ass nigga, you a pussy ass nigga tryna tell the cops on all my niggas. No, what you call it? Checks with a whole lot of zeros.